Profound achievements in the course of human history often happen with the conception of visions, the laying of solid foundations, and the desire to do things in a very different way. This is a journey of discovery into the heart of an emerging giant on the educational landscape of Africa. Today we take a walk through the story of Babcock University, Nigeria's premier private citadel of learning. At the heart of the blueprint of Babcock University is the burning desire for education unusual. And in the words of a true Adventist spirit, true education means more than the perusal of a certain course of study. It means more than a preparation for the life that now is. It has to do with the whole being and with the whole period of existence possible to man. True education for Babcock is the harmonious development of the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. It is about education that prepares the student for service in this life and the higher joy of wider service in the world to come. From its early days as the Adventist College of West Africa, ACWA, with 7 students, and several changes in the formative years, this institution achieved a landmark in the history of Nigeria on the 10th of May, 1999, when the president of the Africa-Indian Ocean Division of Seventh-day Adventists, pioneer Babcock University Chancellor and chairman of the University Council, Pastor Luca T. Daniel, received the Certificate of Registration at the National Universities Commission, Abuja. We received our license because we had a clear-cut idea and desire to deliver world-class education in a local environment.
Babcock University was a seminary, and I was the president of the seminary for 16 years before we processed the application for Babcock University. We made a 10-year strategy plan affecting the structural development, academic development. We were running the place just like the seminary. You know, I was president for 16 years, so it was just the social aspect was mixed with a lot of what we were doing when we were a seminary.
Babcock University is actually not a newcomer on the scene of education. This institution is 56 years old. It started as the Adventist College of West Africa in 1959. So between 1959 and 1999, we call that our wilderness experience because that's 40 years. 40 years in which we just wandered around trying to get the government authorities of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to recognize the need for a private initiative in higher education. So we were not in short of a blueprint. We already had a blueprint that had worked elsewhere. There are about 18 Adventist universities on the continent of Africa alone.
Our desire to make a difference inspired us to provide an educational model that builds up core human values of love, kindness, integrity, sharing, communal responsibility, and above all, godliness.
Well, I would say that the current students have a big challenge on their hands because how do you bring Christianity into culture, and how do you work in such a way that your culture does not override Christian values? You know, how do we help people to say, look, you are Christian first. Your culture just happen to be the medium of your socialization, but your Christian values, what you don't want someone else to do to you, you wouldn't do to them or their children. So those are some of the challenges we have the students face in the classroom and deal with it head on so that they can bring the strong Christian values that we are trying to teach them here at Babcock to deal with things of that kind of a nature.
One of the things that we take very seriously in Babcock University, we call it citizenship. This is developing morals in people, young people. I mean, you can go to pretty much many other citadels of learning and hopefully get a good degree in, whatever area of your interest. And you can look in my country, for instance, Nigeria, and see a lot of brilliant rogues, a lot of brilliant people who are cheating on the government, cheating on people, and dragging the system down. The role of religion is to bring moral to the center of training.
This approach continues to yield profound results, as evidenced in the quality of current and former students who are now impacting our society in many positive ways.
I came from a polygamous situation, Lagos Island. There were 6 of us from my dad. We were from 6 different mothers. and that probably would have been my life too. The little recklessness and all that. But that, whatever happened to me there, did put certain things in me. We kept, and when you come from that kind of family, there may be no love in you. And when you now go in that kind of environment where all they are teaching is love, the word of God, you pick up on it, and it will affect your life. And my life has been greatly affected. I have a wonderful wife that runs our businesses, and I have 2 children. If I had not gone there, there would be no limit in my life. It would have been out there on the street, which would not be good.
Babcock has definitely, been a part of even like my business, my life, my personal life, and my work as well, because they've groomed me to be able to stand on my own. They groomed me to also always, rely on God and know that God comes first. Looking back now, I definitely appreciate that, the time that I spent, and I appreciate the experience that I had.
With a growing student population in excess of 11,000, we continue to expand our scope by growing capacity in the provision of a wide range of courses to nurture professionals that will cater for the present and future needs of our country. Our passion for our mission also comes alive in our dedication to the preservation of human lives through the pursuit of knowledge in medical advances and providing such knowledge to the service of society.
From 2010, we went into the area of our benchmark excellence, that is in human health sciences. And that's when the Ben Carson School of Medicine came. So we have a College of Health and Medical Sciences comprising 5 schools.
The good thing about medical school is that, one, we have almost all the facilities we need for the training, and 2, because of the level of activity and the equipping of the school, we've been able to achieve 2 levels of accreditation in 3 years, which is the fastest any medical school has had in Nigeria.
This sense of mission and commitment in giving back to society in many different ways continues to be lived by those nurtured the Babcock way.
The future of any institution, tertiary institution, lies in the hands of the alumni. If you are not well represented by your graduates, then it's going to impact negatively on you as an institution. So from day one when they get here, we try to let them know that, look, this institution belongs to you and you are the one that's going to build it. There are still employers that come here to participate in our job fair, and they recruit our students even before they finished, before they graduated. So those are the things that make us to have a strong bond between the university and the alumni. And it may interest you that on our board, on the governing council, we have alumni representatives serving there. It's a standard thing for us in Babcock. We don't want the alumni to let us down, and we also don't want to let them down. And the only way of doing that is to ensure that there is constant communications and interaction between us and the alumni.
We rode on people's back. People came from United States and other parts of the world to train us, to teach us. And I'm sure it was not just on salary. They believed that they could make changes in people's life. So I believe that if we get to a certain level in life, we should look back and contribute. And that's where I am now. You know, my involvement with the school will be forever.
Delivering on our promise as a modern citadel of learning, however, would be difficult without providing conducive environment with balanced social activities, excellent recreational facilities for the promotion of intramural sports, and living experiences for all students on campus.
At least 95% of our students stay on campus. So we call it home away from home. So we try to make the environment conducive for them, so that they can have the right atmosphere for learning.
Our disciplined schedule not only ensures that our students get the optimal level of education that'll make them stand out in society, it also gives comfort to parents who can rest assured that their wards will spend only the required number of years in school.
The reason why I believe that there's something about Babcock is because Babcock offers the perfect nurturing environment for you to assert yourself whatever way you want to. If you're into entrepreneurship, leadership as a student, into developing your academics, Babcock offers the perfect working conditions for that. Babcock offers good platform for those interested in social activities, sporting activities, entertainment activities, or educational activities. And most importantly, Babcock offers all of this in a very, very encouraging spiritual platform.
Babcock has helped me build my confidence, and for me, I understand I have the right to be heard wherever I am. And this has helped me in the quest of being a better person.
Our calendar is set 5 years in advance. Once you are coming in, at matriculation, we announce to our students the date of graduation. And God has helped us over the past 16 years of existence. Not one day has ever been missed. I think that is simply grace, abundant grace.
The Babcock lifestyle is based on the Christian ethos of prudence and decency. We pride ourselves as beacons of hope. This is the reason why the promotion of human dignity through edifying clothing is at the heart of our style guide. Our choice of wholesome ovo-lacto-vegetarian diet ensures the provision of meals that are nutritionally complete and rich in most vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants for the promotion of sound bodies in the service of God. While we draw strength from the beauty of our history and consistently rise to meet today's challenges, we'll continue to set our eyes on possibilities for even a more promising tomorrow.
Discover Babcock is like taking people on a journey of hope, for them to see what is possible. One of our unique selling points is diversity. We talk about diversity. Then we talk about being different. Okay, just 3 Ds. You know, diversity, different, and dynamic. Like we have a robust work-study program in Babcock University where students can work and earn some money, and I know some students who actually sponsor themselves as a result of the work-study program that we have.
I mean, students come here in transition. They are just coming out of high school. They are in that teenage phase of adolescence, you know, and sometimes teenage exuberance, you know. But by the time they are leaving, something has happened to them. They have become matured. You know, there's value for life, there's value for God, there's value, that has been created in them because we have a very strong spiritual environment,
I think the VC summarizes it when he says that the future is bright. I think that we are looking at a future that will be a type that this country as a whole will want to be an example of what a place of learning should be like, where students will feel proud to belong and where the nation will want to give us example of for others to follow.
What it means, really, when you discover Babcock, you are discovering a whole brand new world. Babcock is the name of the Adventist missionary that came from America and brought the church into Nigeria. When you say discover Babcock, that is the spirit of adventure, the spirit of sacrifice to a people that you never even knew.
Discover your future. Discover what purpose God has for your life. Discover what God put in you that is a contribution to the world. Discover a place that will give you holistic training. Discover what you were created to do. Find the best way to bloom and blossom. Discover Babcock.
And as we set our sights on that future, we invite you to join us on a renewed journey to discover the Babcock University.